Oh hi there big boys, welcome to my review of Metagal for the Nintendo Switch. I don't like this game at all. I'll admit I've never played a Mega Man game before. This is clearly Mega Man but as a girl. It's just a clone. And to make some changes, I did some research on what Mega Man is. Well, I mean I know what Mega Man's like, but of the specifics. Apparently you don't get regenerating abilities in that one, but you do in this one where slowly you get sort of these abilities that respawn and you can use them again and again. Some of them have like countdowns and sort of limits, such as a health regenerating one. You only use that 5 times. All the other ones you can spam. Once that bar reaches its maximum. But it's just everything else is just Mega Man, but not as good. Not as good. I said that twice, but it's just not as very good. I'll tell you specifically. The game feels alright to play. The inputs are simple, pressing the buttons to do what they expect them to do, and you can dash around and jump. That's all good. But jumping feels a little bit off. I don't know if it's just how low the minimum jump is, because you can hold down the button to jump up higher. But it just, and I don't know, it just seems a little bit finicky, and gravity seems so strong that it's really difficult to make some jumps. And if you happen to jump to shoot someone because you can't change where you aim, it really does make for some problems. That's probably my main problem with how the game really controls. Other than that, it controls absolutely fine. Shooting feels decent enough, and yeah, that's alright. The non-linear game structure is good, since you can obviously choose which boss you want to fight first, and you get different abilities with each one. So if you're struggling with a certain level, you could try a different one and get an upgrade for doing that one, and then maybe you have to go back to the old one and you'll find it easier, maybe. But to be honest, all the abilities don't seem very good other than the health regenerating one, and spoiler, I think these ones are the ones you start with other than the health regenerating one, but yeah. One which just sort of attacks 3D bullets at once. All the other ones aren't as good. And I didn't get very far in this game before I gave up, I'll tell you that. I've done 2 of the 8 levels, and I'm happy with that. The first 4 levels are based around these 4 bosses you got to defeat, with like sort of precursor bit before that, and the last 4 are some sort of end game challenge of fighting 4 levels. Don't seem to be as long from what I can remember someone saying. I'm not sure. And yeah, then you fight a big bad, and there you go. The game's got cutscenes as well. They seem decently written and quite interesting, quite funny. They're pretty much just at the start and I assume at the end, but I never got to the end because I just don't want to play this game anymore ever again. But yeah, it's got nice appealing graphics, so that's good. It runs fantastic, runs at a perfect 60 FPS on Switch. Never noticed any slowdown, and each level looks different with a different sort of gimmick and different sort of appearance. So yeah, that's all good on that front. Here comes the main problem of the game. This game is so infuriating. If you make a slight error, you're going straight back to the start of the level. There's a few checkpoints, like I think maybe like normally 2 checkpoints in a level. Just to say, I did try the 3rd and 4th level, and I got a little bit ways through it, but it's just I died on both, and then I mean each level's probably about 5-10 minutes long, but that's just nah. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, there's a limited amount of checkpoints. There is also this system called the rebirth system, where it basically respawns you at the start of that sort of screen, I guess. But you only get a few of those per level. You can get them while playing the level. You get these sort of pickups that give you a rebirth point, which are an interesting mechanic, but it also means you can sort of farm them. Since if you die, if you're on the same screen where you die, or you get a new one, you just get another one, and then yeah. But I think you should just, I don't know, it annoys me. There should have been some sort of difficult setting to get rid of that entirely and just make it so you can start the screen, because if you run out of rebirths, you've got to start right at the back at the start of your last checkpoint, which probably a long time ago. Since the game is so frustrating, especially with the jumping really annoys me. I just wish it had a higher like minimum jump, because you press it to do a little bit of a jump, and suddenly you miss the jump entirely, so you hold it down, and you end up hitting like some enemy, and it's just yeah, and the rebirth system does help a bit in making it a bit less frustrating, but it's still just enemies have no health bar, so you don't know how much damage you're doing other than the boss, which does, except the midway bosses don't have health bars, which again infuriates me. It seems such an obvious thing. And on, I think the 4th level, maybe the 3rd, there was a midway boss which I couldn't defeat, as in I shot him God knows how many times, and it looked like he wasn't even taking any damage. So I don't know if I was being silly, but I didn't know how much damage. I thought if I was a health bar, I could see that I wasn't doing damage. You know, that's what I could do for the bosses, which is what that's good for. The enemies, basic enemies don't have that either, but to be fair, they tend to die in a few shots anyway, so that's not too much of a problem. The level design in this game is ruddy terrible. It's just, the game has no flow, and it's just infuriating and not fun. There's these gimmicks which are introduced from, you know, random, like gravity changing or like lava. They get introduced really badly, and then they're not expanded on, just use like one screen, that's it, and it's silly. I feel like every level designer should know the basics of, if you're going to introduce a gimmick, introduce it once in a safe environment so the player understands it, then test the player again, then expand on the mechanic or introduce another mechanic to go alongside it, some sort of thing. That's basic level design. You know, it's how Mario was so popular, it's from the very clever level design. It's simple, and that's the problem. This game does not follow that at all. And the problem is, I'd say the actual bits before the main boss are way harder than the boss. The boss isn't that bad at all. You got a checkpoint right before the boss, so you got unlimited tries. But yeah, it's just, especially if you're trying to dodge attacks, it's really difficult to dodge attacks. This is sort of like a dash option, but it's just not good. And yeah, that's my opinion on Metagal. I don't even know, Metagal. But it's just, I couldn't recommend this game. It's really easy to platinum on PlayStation, really easy to get a good gamer score and whatever, although that's good. You don't have to beat the game, you have to beat the first level, so that's good. But obviously on Switch there's none of that. But yeah, no achievements on Switch. But that's my opinion on Metagal. I really could not recommend this game. It is cheap, I'll give you that, and if you really want a Mega Man game, you don't want to pay a lot of money, and you only have a Switch, then I guess do that. But you might as well buy this game, it will give you close enough of a niche. I mean, the graphics aren't bad, the game feels alright if you're good, you know, if certain bits of the game. First two levels I thought the game was pretty fun, I was quite enjoying it, and the third and fourth just totally ruined it, and I just, can't imagine playing the fourth level first, and yeah. But there's Mega Man games available on the Switch now, go play those. Let's go play those. In fact, you can get like almost every single one on Switch. I don't know why this game exists, it infuriates me. I just wish the game had better level design. If you're going to have annoying checkpoint systems, then at least make it fair, you know, with the level design, because it just, Anyway, that's my opinion of Metagal. Thanks for watching, big boys. Do not buy this game unless you really want to. And I was about to say have a good day, that's not right. I'll start again. Thanks for watching, big boys. See you at some point in time, and bye.